town's name was Hotten. It wasn't the oldest town in Europe, nor was it the youngest. It had a population of only 7,000 or 8,000, give or take a few. And war and starvation had already taken quite a few. Hotten was important to the Allied invasion because it was the key to the Siegfried Line, that solidly built, heavily armed bastion erected to protect Hitler's Reich for 1,000 years.
Commander here yet?
He's coming up now, sir.
Sorry to be late, sir.
It's all right. Get a position so you can see.
This is what the manual calls an open frontal assault. We are here,
And the Germans are there. We know they're there. And you can bet your life they know we're here.
They've taken everything air bombardment and artillery can give them. Yesterday, intelligence got a hold of a copy of the German orders. They read something like this. Hotten must be held at all costs. And the order was signed, Adolf Hitler. So, gentlemen, from where I stand, this is going to be a bloody one for us. The town ahead there is the key to the Siegfried Line. For them, it's kaput if they don't hold it. Now listen carefully.
And I'm sure glad those tanks are on our side.
Man, this is Berger. He's a new replacement taking Smitty's number 6 spot. Berger, this is your squad. Stick with him.
Hi, fellas. What's the name of this place, and what are we doing here?
Place is Hotten. We're in the Vosage Mountains, and we're here to fight a war.
Don't tell him too much, Mort. Some things the boy's got to find out for himself.
Where you from, kid?
Virginia. The Old Dominion. State of the presidents. Washington, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe.
Somebody shut him up.
He's from Virginia, or maybe somebody ought to take him back here.
Hey, what's the matter with this outfit? Doesn't anybody make any friends?
Friendship don't pay, especially in this outfit. Too much lead flying around.
I don't get it.
You may. The guy you're replacing got it last week.
He was a good soldier. Always there when you needed him. If you want to make friends in this squad, just be half the soldier Smitty was.
What is this? I only just got here. I'm a replacement. Already you guys act like I'm a Benedict Arnold or something. Well, what have I got to do? Wear this guy Smitty's shoes or something?
Wear him. You couldn't even carry him.
Jesus, what a bunch of grouches.
The attack will jump off from here at 0600 hours. Lieutenant Willett, your tanks will lead the way. Captain Schwartz, Baker Company, along with Abel, will go with the tanks. Charlie Company will follow. Dog Company will support you with heavy weapons fire from positions along here. I don't like the looks of that cemetery that's right here. The Germans probably have everything in the world in there and are just waiting to throw it at us. But there's no way I can think of to avoid passing it. So if they're in there, we'll just have to root them out. That's the plan, gentlemen. All I can add is I wish you the best of luck. Are there any questions? All right, then let's prepare to move out. We're going to take this town, no matter how rough the enemy makes it.
What's wrong with him?
He's homesick for old Virginia, where home folks are real friendly.
You're dang right they are.
Smitty was well liked. The boys in number 4 squad are waiting to see if you measure up.
Oh, I'll measure up all right. But then as far as I'm concerned, they can go right in their tin hats.
Sergeant, we move out at 0600. Our platoon will move out with tank number 2. We've got just 5 minutes to assemble the men and move out.
All right, men, on your feet. Recess is over. First squad on the tank, the rest of us will walk. Let's go. Shake it up.
We ready, Sergeant?
Ready as we'll ever be, sir.
With such simplicity as this, does a battle begin. The second hand of a watch moves toward an appointed hour. It arrives. Men and weapons begin to move. Each man with his own thoughts. Each with his individual destiny. There's a funny thing about combat. No matter how many times you've been through it, there's always that tightening at the pit of your stomach. Suddenly, there doesn't seem to be quite enough oxygen in the air. In spite of the mind leaps ahead with questions. Will it be me this time? Is there a bullet or a hunk of shrapnel waiting out there with my name on it? It's hard for a man to visualize it could be him. Yet in each man's mind, there is that shadow. It lurks there no matter how many times he has been under fire. And these men have seen plenty since they stormed ashore on the beaches of Normandy. Now, here is another town, another mission, Hotten. And before nightfall, there will be a few more dead.
Man, I wouldn't mind being inside one of them tanks right now.
Yeah, you're right up there like a king on a throne, and you die like a rat in a trap. And when one of those babies get hit, brother, don't think they don't. Steel starts flying around inside like popcorn in a popper.
Yeah? Yeah. And when they get hit, you got about 5 seconds to get out of there before the ammo starts exploding. Me, I'll take my chances on the ground.
Infantry! Die Amerikaner kommen! Alle Einheiten fertig machen! Feuer!
Keep your head down, you idiot.
Sergeant, if we're going to get out of here without getting our heads blown off, we're going to have to blast the Germans out of that cemetery.
You're going to have a tough time blowing them out of there, sir. We need the Air Force for that.
We haven't got the Air Force. Not here, anyway. I'll tell you what we might... I got a hunch most of that mortar fire's coming from right in there. I'm going to crawl out and pick up Willett's grease gun. Then I'm going to try to make it to the left-hand side of the cemetery. Gravestones are always set up in straight rows both ways. If you can make it to the right-hand side, maybe we can set up a crossfire and bust up the picnic in there. How about it?
Well, sir, as far as I'm concerned, I'm just here to carry out orders. But what you're proposing sounds like suicide, or a reasonable facsimile.
Thanks. I thought you'd see it my way, Sergeant. If the crossfire doesn't work, at least we can toss a few eggs in on them. As soon as our tanks start firing again, get word to the turret gunner to cover me while I pick up Willett's gun. And you follow, okay?
Right, sir.
Elliot, over here. Take over here until Story and I get back. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Tank Commander. Tell your machine gunner to keep his eyes on Lieutenant Percy. Give him all the support possible. He's going to try a private maneuver. Got me? Right. And don't shoot me, because I'll be following.
We've got to stop those mortars, and right now. Get those men away from there. That tank will blow up any minute.
Yes, sir.
Medic. Here I am. Where did you think you'd find me? There are a lot of other people in this action, too.
He got it in the leg. See what you can do for him, will you?
Okay, give me time.
Who's a new fighting man just arrived?
It's the Colonel, Mr. Big himself. Guess he's not too happy with the way things are going.
Yeah, him and me both. I thought them colonels always stayed in the rear.
Not old Iron Pants. He's so tough he wears sandpaper underwear.
Looks like the enemy has us really pinned down, but good. I've ordered up another company of tanks. It should be here any minute now. Who's that man out there, and what's he trying to do, get himself killed?
It's Lieutenant Percy, sir, one of my platoon leaders. Dog find out what he's doing, but whatever it is, I sure hope it works.
I think they got the lieutenant.
Are you sure?
There's only one way to find out.
You coming? Of course I ain't. That's crazy. What's the matter? You want to live forever? Yeah, you're dang right I do.
Where are those men going?
I think they're going to help Lieutenant Percy, sir.
Well, if they can do it, maybe I can too. I just as well get shot running this setting.
Get some troops up there, Schwartz. Give those men some help. They deserve it.
Yes, sir. Sergeant Elliott,
Yes, sir?
get 6 men. Come along with me.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute, Captain. Let the sergeant handle that. I'll need you here.
But, sir...
Never mind the argument. Take off, Sergeant.
Yes, sir. On 6 volunteers. You, and you. Come on.
I got it, sir.
Right over there. Follow me.
You know how to operate a grease gun?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Okay, take the gun and keep us covered. Chappie and I will go along that wall and drop these grenades in as though they were confetti. Keep us covered.
The mortar fire seems to have let up. Come on, Captain. Let's get this operation moving.
But, Sarge, we're going to be mighty naked over there.
I know what you mean, but we gotta go. Come on.
We're in the pieces of those tanks. They should have been here 10 minutes. Check that fire that's coming from beyond the cemetery.
Yes, sir. Sir, we've lost 2 tanks. We're pinned down from murderers fire in the middle of the village. We've got to have those other tanks.
They're coming up now. We're going to take this town, and we're going to take it quick. As soon as those tanks pass, you and the rest of the men fall in behind them.
Yes, sir.
Bulldog 6, this is Tiger 6. Pull up to my vehicle and stop for further instructions. Over.
Bulldog 6, roger.
I want you to start blasting with your big guns. The infantry will fall in behind you, and don't stop till we've taken town. We've got to have it.
Yes, sir.
officer's surrendering the town.
Hey, Burger! Come on, the outfit's moving ahead.
I'm coming.
We'll miss you, Sergeant. You and Percy both have been recommended for the Silver Star.
I'm sorry about the lieutenant, sir. He rates about the best medal in the book.
He was a good soldier.
In war, that is the highest compliment one man can pay another. Thanks to a battalion of good soldiers, Hotten was taken, and the Siegfried Line cracked.
Hey, Bergie. Mort liberated some salami. Don't you want some?
Yeah, man, there's plenty here. Have some.
Our squad did all right in this little fracas. Nobody killed, nobody wounded. You handled yourself real good, soldier.
Thanks, Corporal. How do you figure it? Hitler orders them Germans to fight to the last man, and those guys in the cemetery did just that. And a few minutes later, the village surrenders, and all those guys are dead. For what? Ah, it don't make sense.
It's not supposed to make sense. It's war.
But he was only half right. War has its own inevitable, inexorable logic. As citizen soldiers of a nation that never starts wars, but has finished those it was engaged in, we can say with dignity and pride that America has never lacked in men who were willing to fight and die for a cause they believed in.